9:11 in the morning. It is Indiana in the morning on WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. She is Nicole Sipos, Indiana Borough Manager, joins us today to talk about, well, not fun with traffic cones. I'm so disappointed. It was really my dream. But instead, something even more fun. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted Best Personal Injury Law Firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Nicole, good morning.
Good morning.
Summer going well?
It is, yeah. We got some rain out there to water those beautiful flowers on Philly Street. I do have to talk about those flowers because the borough actually donated money to downtown Indiana out of the American Rescue plan to buy those planters. And downtown Indiana did a fantastic job planting those and getting those flowers up. And boy, do they look beautiful. We've had so many compliments on the flowers that are hanging downtown.
Well, it's one of the prettiest downtowns around.
It is.
And
it is.
It's so nicely done since the renovation, the Renaissance, which was maybe 10 or 15 years ago.
2007.
Was it 09?
07.
It was 07. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's hard to believe.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
My goodness. But it looks so nice in downtown Indiana. And, well, that's just part of the charm of the town. And, well, maybe there's something a little more charming coming on top of the hill at Vinegar Hill. Tell me about the goats. The goats
are coming next week. This idea came up about 2 years ago, and when the planner who was there mentioned it, because we started talking about what can we do with that Vinegar Hill. Again, that was a project done 15 years ago. Some things got out of control, the weeds, and we were trying to figure out how to maintain that with the staff that we had, and what can we do to that area and how to clear it out, economic friendly, without spraying sprays and, trying safety wise to get people up there. So they talked about goats, and it came up again, and I contacted a company in Pittsburgh, Caprius is the name, and they came up, the lady came up who actually graduated from IUP, came up and was telling us about her company, and she goes all over with these goats. And it's interesting. They'll be here for about 2 weeks. Starting next week, they'll be fenced in. They'll put up a fence obviously on Vinegar Hill. They'll eat all the grass, the weeds, the bushes, everything that's up there will be eaten down. Again, we ask the people, come down, check out the goats, but stay on the sidewalks, stay, on the steps, stay off of private property. But it's fun. It's going to be a great attraction for downtown Indiana.
Don't yell at the goats. They're just doing their job, and let them alone and just watch them at work.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to be doing, working. I guess they eat every 2 hours. So, we learned a lot, and to stop by and listen to, watch these goats and learn about them and read about them. It's very interesting. So we'll have things posted online about what they do and how they work. And I was worried about the hill, and it's no problem for them. They'll get right up there. And
this being Indiana, we'll find a way to turn it into a festival.
Yeah, well, will be connection. I mean, they'll be here for 2 weeks, and that will lead right into like third Thursday event. And
there you go. It does turn into a festival.
Yeah.
But the goats are one thing that we're doing here in these summer months. We're also doing a summer paving program in Indiana Borough.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Well, it's ongoing. We're finishing up the third-party paving on the side streets down by the east side of town, west side of town. Obviously, PennDOT is paving Philadelphia Street that everybody knows of. So there's paving going on all over the place.
Sure.
So we should be finishing up with that shortly, the big paving projects. Now, we are going to do some smaller in-house paving projects that Public Works will be tackling. Next week, they're going to start their pothole blitz. So we always talk about the pothole blitz. So they'll get out there and start trying to fill in some potholes. So please contact the borough if, we'll start the list. And
if you've adopted a pothole or one has has adopted the front wheel of your car. Then,
Yes.
And there you go. That can be happening. I thought the People's Gas crew that was working out here in front of the station, I thought they did a wonderful job at a very, very complicated intersection.
Right.
They got the traffic through.
They did. And I know at one point they shut off the light and that caused some traffic backup, but they got the traffic through, and the flaggers did a great job.
Yeah, they did a really nice job, I thought.
Yeah.
All right, so what else is going on?
I know at the council meeting we've been talking about the Act 537 Marsh Run sanitary sewer interceptor replacement thing. That's a pretty big project going on right now in the borough, researching it and working with the DEP, coming up with a plan, because the borough on the eastern portion by Marsh Run, obviously with rain, there's a lot of flooding going on in that area. So we're trying to come up with a plan to eliminate some of that flooding. So that's going to be a big project. And I ask people to come out, get involved, come to the meetings, because that's going to be a huge topic, the Marsh Run sanitary sewer interceptor replacement project.
Yeah. Sometimes when you have projects that get done that are a couple of years in the making, people don't come out until they find something they want to complain about, that it shouldn't have been done this way. Well, if they come out ahead of time and raise those issues before, maybe there is another way to do something that would be very helpful to know about before you actually go through with what you're doing. Correct.
Yeah, there's a lot of planning involved. We, we're working with our engineers and a design team to come up with this. It's going to be a 20 plus 30-year project, and working on it. Mm-hmm. And hopefully it's a plan going forward that will eliminate a lot of the flooding that people have down in that area.
Yeah, that's a rough time.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get hard rains, then it becomes a really, really difficult time in some parts of Indiana Borough, and that's one of them. So
right.
Whatever you can do to fix that up would be a good thing.
Yep. And other than that, our daily operations are going great. Parks is out there trimming trees, working. Public Works is out there, obviously, with the roads. They are doing night painting this week, so be aware if you're coming into town in the evenings. We're trying to get some line painting done in the evening.
That's my fun with traffic cones when I come into town.
Yeah, they kind of divert you to a different section of the road. But, yeah, so we are night painting, so just be aware of that.
Yeah, and a big word of salute to all of those folks who are turning it into a nighttime job when normally that would not be their working hours. But they're out there doing it, and thankfully, that's a much safer time for them to be out on the roads than it is.
It is, and it helps with the traffic, so we're not taking up spaces and blocking off the roads for the customers coming downtown.
Anything new coming up for council that we need to be aware of, or is it just life as usual in a small town USA? Yeah, life as usual. Getting day-to-day operations coming up. Going into next year, we'll. At the end of the year coming up, we'll start talking about budgets. And next year, where council's reducing down to eight members. So that's going to be a change in meetings, agendas. So, a lot happening at the end of the year. Stuff. 2nd Street, where you were working down there, how's that going? Basically turning a bog into a street.
That is another paving project. It's just part of they were replacing a sewer line there, I believe. So
moving along though. Okay.
Yes, all the projects. Hopefully, knock on wood, we haven't had that many rain delays, so they'll get them done.
Good shape.
Yeah.
Good shape. She is Nicole Sipos, Indiana Borough Manager. Thanks for the visit.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate that. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. 21 minutes after 9 o'clock on your Tuesday morning. And, the markets open up in another 9 minutes, so let's find out what's going to be one of the major topics as we get Joe McConnell with his Money Matters report.